Alright, we're gonna check out my day pack again. Okay, someone had asked me about my day pack, if I still liked it, still used it. I'm not sure if you're a subscriber or not. If you're not, please consider subscribing. If you are, thank you very much, and here you go. So this is my Osprey Silva 12. This is actually, I purchased this as it's a hydration backpack for mountain biking. I used this one time hiking during the summer and I never went back. This is my dedicated day hike for the summer months. So this bag is 10 inches wide, about 16 inches tall, and it's like 5 or 6 inches deep depending on how much you pack it. Alright, so this mess down here I got to take care of later. This is for the waist belt. That's what they call it. I never use it, never need to, no matter how full this bag is packed. I just don't need to. It's just such a small bag. But underneath here is the rain cover. And yes, I've been stuck like a dummy out in the rain and got dumped on. And I like this because it's green. So I can camouflage my bag if I need to. So it changes the color from gray to green, which is really cool. I can use it in emergency for myself. I can put it over my head to keep my head from, you know, getting poured on. If I forget my rain jacket again, like I've done in the past. Because I always think I could outrun it, or outwalk it, or outhike it. Which is so funny. But, so that's a great feature of this bag. I like the color scheme of it. It seems a little funky with the gray and this really light blue, but it's self-explanatory in a minute here. This is a lid lock for when you ride a mountain bike. You put your helmet in here to hold your helmet. So that's tucked in really tight because I don't ever use it. So the back of this thing, this is just an awesome pack. The suspension on this thing, they call it the Airspeed, I call it the trampoline because it's just like a trampoline. Awesome for the summer months when it's in the 90 plus degrees. Last thing you want is a huge backpack pressing up against your back with no airflow. So you get airflow behind this mesh. You get a little bit of moisture on the mesh when it's, you know, really, really hot temperatures. But nowhere near like you're going to get with any other bag. This is such an amazing design for backpacks. I have this on, I think, almost every single bag I own, with the exception, I think, of my Kelties. There's also a little drain hole down here in case you do sweat, so it doesn't get trapped in here, and there's a drain hole for the bag itself down here. So here's the little waist belt, which I think is funny. This little tiny wing, and then the little belt material. Never used, like I said. The shoulder harness is really, really cool. You get 4 elastic bands, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. It's got a sliding chest belt, I can't think today. I'm going unscripted again. But this is your chest strap, and it slides up and down, which is nice. And then it's got your magnetic clasp for your hydration, which I don't have in here, but it's still a cool feature. I keep dog spray on here. It's good for animals of 2 legs or 4. Because it will stain, so that's a good thing to have. You can find people later. This I have clipped on here. I do not leave this on here. I usually clip this to a belt loop when I'm hiking. So I have a nice little sweat rag in case I'm sweating my butt off. I can wipe it off, or if I need to dry something off, whatever, self-explanatory. REI makes these too, so REI has these. All different colors, whatever. This was something I think I got on sale. I'm not sure if I got it on REI or on Amazon, but it's a great little thing. I've had it for a really long time. And then just a monocular, because you might want to check out some birds or people or whatever. But so I take that off and clip it on my belt. I don't leave that hanging. I usually only leave the dog spray on there. Also, at the top of the harness, which I think is really cool, is they put load lifters on this little tiny pack. But it makes this harness system so comfortable because it, you know, you can make it ride a little higher, ride it a little bit lower. Just really cool. The padding, there's slight padding on here. It's breathable, it's lightweight, and it's just enough. I mean, for this light of a pack. It's not real thick, so it's not digging into your collarbone or anything. The shape of it is really nice, the way it lays across your shoulder. Very, very comfortable. Just really, really enjoy this pack. Now, on the side, on each side, you have a water bottle holder. You got a little loop here. You can tie things, lash things, whatever. These are incredibly small. Very, very small because it's a very, very small pack. So I found the only thing I really stick in here is from the grocery store is Ice Mountain. I think they're 6.9 fluid ounce water bottles, the plastic ones. Yeah, I know, plastic sucks, but what are you gonna do? So you'd have to find either a really, really narrow stainless steel taller bottle or, you know, I don't know. I can't fit any of my regular bottles in here. That's why I mentioned the Ice Mountain, because that's usually what I end up having to use. Which is kind of a bummer, but it's what works with this pack because it's set up for hydration, so they expect you to use the hydration more than this. But, you know, so you have extra pockets that you can stick gear in. I don't think there's anything in either one of those pockets. Oh, actually there is. Here. This is a climbing grade carabiner, and it's on here for two reasons. I can use this to hang my pack up so it doesn't get dirty or nasty or yucky. Or if an emergency did arise and I needed to, I don't know, use it to lift something, move something, that little bit of paracord. I should have some more paracord in here, really. But I could use that. So that's in there. Okay, so in this front, I don't know what kind of pocket you would call this. I guess a slip pocket or whatever. It's really stretchy, but careful. If you stretch it out too much, it never goes back. Someone had given this to me, so I just threw it in here. I've had it for years. I never used it. So there's some paracord on here. Just a basic directional compass, and there's a whistle on there. So it's a little bit of cordage anyways. So that's in there. The color scheme is a little funky, but again, the design, the reasoning behind it, really cool. So you got a gray and this really funky kind of hybrid blue, and you're going to see why here. The pulls are really awesome. I love these finger pull things. They're bright colored. You can see them right away. You can find them right away. I am going to change this one to red. You can do that for a few reasons. You can do this to designate this as your first aid that you need to get into right away, so you know you're grabbing the right zipper, because there is just a lot of zipper pulls on this thing. And you could also use it for self-protection if you have protection materials in here. You could use it as red or just a different color to distinguish from the other colors to know that's the pocket you need to get into right away. So I'm actually going to start up here at this smaller pocket. What I keep in here is a Energizer headlamp. These are really inexpensive on Amazon. I think this takes 3 AAAs, which I have in the pack. Yep, 3 AAAs. This thing is insanely bright. At the time that I bought it, it was one of the brightest headlamps out there. And I have Princeton Tech, and I have expensive headlamps. But I was amazed at how much, and I don't remember what this is offhand, if it's 350 or 400 lumens, which at the time for a headlamp was just amazing. So it's a great little headlamp, and really expensive. I think it cost me maybe like 18 bucks. I have my compass in here. My sighting compass. This is an awesome compass. I don't remember where I got it from. I don't know if I bought it on Amazon or not. Not quite sure. This is an engineer directional compass, and I just love this thing. This is awesome. It's a little scratched up, but this is an awesome compass. And I just recently found that. It was in another one of my bags. I have some earplugs in here. A couple of hair ties. And then a flashlight. This is a T10 through night flashlight. Pretty good. So put that in there. So that little pocket holds quite a bit of stuff. I was really impressed with how much it held considering how small this pocket really is. And you'll see how small it is when I get to the inside and you can see for yourself. But it holds a lot of gear. Depends on what you put on it. Alright, so which one are we going to go into first? Let's go into the main compartment. So this is the main compartment. This bag does not zip all the way down. It only zips 3/4 of the way down. So right here. But it still works pretty good as long as you don't pack it too much. Alright, so what I have in here, this is my snack bag. This is an insulated bag. Eco Bag It. This I did buy on Amazon. They do come in different sizes and different prices, different designs. I just grabbed the polar bear because it was the least objectionable one that I saw. And this is a nice little snack bag. I got some Believe it or not, and I don't like generic food, but the Great Value Mountain Trail Mix, this stuff is actually pretty good. I was impressed. Usually I don't buy generic type stuff, but I've had some luck with certain things like honey roasted peanuts. And then I love my Nature Valley Salt and Sweet Tea, and there's just some more peanuts and more mountain mix in there. And I usually leave a little room in here for beef jerky. I never thought I would really be much of a beef jerky girl until I tried, I'll have to put the name down, but it uses Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on it, and it's real tender jerky. It's not that really tough, chewy stuff. I'll put the name down in the description, but I put that in there. That's a really good protein for out on the trail. So you can see just how small that top compartment was. It's pretty small. I have my first aid kit. I'll go over that in a second. And then this is over the legal limits, but I bring it anyways because it stays in my hiking pack, and it's usually only with me when I'm hiking or camping. Because this is a 4-inch blade, and I think we're only allowed 3.5. But this is a tried and true Gerber knife, okay? Yeah, there's bigger, more expensive, way better knives. But for what you get for the price, it's got a super grippy rubber handle, very thick, chunky blade. And I don't remember the model number of this. I'll put it down in the description. I bought this years ago. This thing will baton like you wouldn't believe, and it's so easy to keep it sharp. It's just a big, chunky, clunking knife. You can put a lanyard in it if you want. But this is a really inexpensive, awesome camp knife. And it's tried and true. I mean, I've tested it. I hate the sheath. The sheath is a cheap piece of crap. But the knife itself, you know, I'm a fan of it. I mean, because when I'm batoning wood and stuff, I really beat the crap out of them. And this thing held up pretty nice. I have 2 of these, so this one's not as worn as the other one. But, okay, then I keep my survival kit in here, because everything that you think is missing from this bag is in this kit. And there's a review on this from years and years and years and years ago. If you want me to pop it open again, I will. But anything you think is missing is in this survival kit. This is a Maxpedition bag. I don't remember the name of it because I bought it years ago. I have 2 of them, and I have 2 survival kits. These are perfect for survival kits. They're small, they're compact, it's Maxpedition. This stuff is tough. You can jam it, the zippers don't break. And they always look like brand new, no matter how much you use and abuse them, except for like the dog hair. These things are just awesome packs. I can't recommend those packs any more highly than I do. And then for just self-protection, I have some gun wipes and some ammunition. And that's it in that section there. And now you can see that bright color. This is why it might look funky, but you can see everything in that pack. You know, you got a black pack with a black inside, and it's hard to find things. This was a very smart move on their part, doing this for mountain biking stuff. And that's why I like it, and I wish they would do more of this with regular hiking packs, along with more internal pockets. They need more internal pockets so you can organize and distribute the gear into your bag, so you can fit more stuff in, and they should be zippered pockets too. Mesh zippered pockets is my opinion. Or you could have clear or whatever, but just from I own a ton of bags. You wouldn't believe the amount of hiking and backpacking bags that I own. And I've actually probably sold 10 of them already. But this was a very ingenious design to come up with. All right, so let me get off of that. Okay, so the next pocket is the front pocket here. This one opens kind of on the diagonal, okay? And there's not a lot in this pocket. We have, here's a top zippered mesh. I like this pocket, it's really cool. Key fob to hang your keys. I have the batteries for the headlamp and the flashlight. This is a backup. There's no batteries in the headlamp yet because it's not my hiking season yet. And then I have some just Gear Ward compact survival cord in here, because you never know when you could use cord. I carry some off with me because I'm so sweet, the mosquitoes just can't seem to leave me alone. I also have a short sleeve and long sleeve and a pair of hiking pants that have permethrin. I can't think of what it is right now. Permethrin Something else, and boy, it really does keep the bugs away. I'll put that in the description too if I remember. Extra magazine, which is just full. And then I keep, because I don't know, I keep this in here. This was for my mountain biking. And this is just Garment Extract 20. Neat little thing, tons and tons of capability with this thing. And it's a little banged up from my mountain bike days. But this is really cool to bring because I never know where I'm going to end up. I could end up at just a local park. I could end up at a park I don't know or never been to. And if I see some cool stuff, I can do waypoints or take pictures, send messages, do all kinds of stuff. And then this pocket is empty. And this is where I would store my personal protection, which I don't have in here right now. Okay, so that's it. You got the stretchy pocket in the front. You got a smaller, this is a mountain bike bag, so this would be for like a pump, some tubes, some, you know, different gear, whatever you want to use for your mountain bike. And then this is the main compartment. And then additionally is the hydration compartment, which is the final compartment in the back. Now, since right now I don't have hydration in here, I have a generic SAM splint in here because accidents happen, but take that out. I think that's all that's in there. Yep. And then you have your clip here. This is where you would hang your hydration bag from, and I have tons and tons of hydration kits. I've never had any problems with Ospreys leaking, thank God. And I do use them. I use them mostly, though, for mountain biking. I don't really use them for hiking, and I don't know why. I guess, you know, because it takes up more room in the pack. So I'd rather have the gear and just shove a couple water bottles in here. I guess it would depend on how long of a hike that I'm doing, if I would use it or not. But that's pretty much it. That's what I carry in here. So I'll just go through the medical real quick. I did go through this bag because in the previous video where I showed the IFAK, the black IFAK, I wanted to have that in here. Because you just never know these days with all these shootings going on. You never know who's going to be picking who off where, and wildlife preserves and parks and all these hiking trails and all this stuff. They're getting more dangerous too. In my neck of the woods, there's been a lot of attacks of women on bike paths and hiking, by themselves. And I'm a solo person, more times than not for the solitude. So it's a real concern. I really wanted that in here, but just couldn't make it work. I might still just get a SWAT tee and throw in here. I don't know. So, but this is more your usual scenario. This was a gift from one of my customers. It's gaudy. It's probably dollar store material, but it's an awesome thing because if I get something in my eye, if I can get it open, I don't know why it's not opening. Okay, there we go. It's a dual mirror. So if you get something in your eye, you can get it out. I carry a mini SAM splint for fingers because I have broken my fingers before out hiking. My boo-boo kit. These are a mix of my own and what comes with the Adventure Medical kits. Adventure Medical kits, and I would say probably My Medic, to me, are the top ones going right now that I enjoy as far as store-bought right off the shelf. Adventure Medical Kits has gone through some changes. Their Ultralight series is still good, though. I like it. They've made some other changes to like their wilderness kits and stuff. Not only did the price jump sky high, but they left a lot of stuff out from previous kits. So you got to really research if you're going to buy an off-the-shelf type kit. But this one, I just kind of supplemented myself. So I have all kinds of stuff in here. And you can skip this part if you're not interested in it. But I put a bunch of different ointments in here. Sun stuff. There's poison ivy stuff in here. I put some burn gel in here. Sometimes you can have fire. Sometimes you can't. So I don't know if that's... and I burn myself cooking stuff, making stuff. So some hand sanitizer, some sun towelettes. I kind of redid this part myself, as you can see. I got a little toolkit. There's some additional tweezers to get ticks and stuff out, some safety pins, some tape, and then just some roll gauze, and then some 2x2s, 3x3s, and 3x4s. And there's just one lone, one lone giant safety pin in there. So that's it. I mean, it's a boo-boo kit. You know, some good sized boo-boos or whatever, stuff to get out of your eye or whatever. So it's got a little bit of everything in there. So that's my day hike kit, the way it's packed right now currently. So I totally highly recommend this bag. I love Osprey bags. They're designed right. They look great. They work great. They could use a few upgrades, like I said, as far as like more internal pockets. That's kind of why I like the mountain bike for a day pack, because there was more pockets in it. And the high visibility. The high visibility is a win. They have different color combinations depending on which you buy. I haven't bought a pack from Osprey in years because I have a whole closet full of them. And I kind of like the older packs because they had tons and tons of pockets and the designs were cool. I might check out and see what they got, where they're at now. But I highly recommend this pack. I think there's even a larger version, I think a 20. I'm not sure, I'll have to double check that. But yes, love this pack. Use it all the time. It's held up really well. You get crap on it, it just wipes off really good with a sponge and stuff. This gets a little dirty, so this you got to kind of use a little bit of soap and stuff on. You know, if I've missed the mark and it ended up in the mud, I had to kind of wash it out. But they clean up really nice, and they're just really great packs. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful for you. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, please. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down, and I will try to put as much as I can in the description. So thank you very much again. Whoever asked how I like this or if I still use it, yes. Yes, I do, and I totally recommend it. All right, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Take care. To the next video.